Hello Divination and welcome. In today's tutorial, we'll be using the Divi Gallery Module to create an image gallery with custom spacing. This is the final result we're aiming to achieve, so without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is to create a brand new page and give it a name. So I'm going to come over here to Pages, click on Add New. Next, we're going to give this page a name. So I'm just going to call this page Image Gallery with Custom Spacing, and then click on Use Divi Builder. Right, so for this design, we're going to build this gallery from scratch. However, you can build it on an existing page. So I'm going to go ahead now and click on Build from Scratch. And then I'm just going to add a single column. Now, in this column, this is where we need to add our gallery module. So I'm just going to search for it and then select Gallery. Right, so now that we have our gallery selected, by default, you have 4 images that come into this gallery, but we want to add our own images. So to do that, you want to click this plus button, and then I'm just going to select all my images. So I'm going to go ahead now and select them. So for this example here, we are going to use 12 images. Okay, so now I have all my images that I need. I'm just going to click here on select. And then over here, you want to make sure that you add 12, because by default, you have 4. So once we add 12, that means they will be added onto this gallery. Right, so now that we have all these, the next thing you want to do is to come over here on Elements, because we want to get rid of this description here. So I'm going to click on No for Show, Title, and Caption. And then I also need to remove this pagination. Okay, so now that I have this all in place, as you can see, we are limited to how we can adjust the spacing in the gallery module. So what we need to do is to go into the row settings. So I'm going to click here on row settings, and then we're going to go over here to design sizing. So the first thing we need to do is to make this full width. So I'm going to click here on full width. Now we need to adjust the space between these images. So to do that, we're going to come over here to use gutter width. So by default, it's set to 3. So as you can see here, as I reduce this space between the images is getting smaller and smaller until we have no spaces. But as you can see, we can't really customize this to the sizes that we need. So we just have these like really large spaces. So we don't have anything in between. So this is where we're going to go in, and I'll show you how to do this. So in the first example, what we need to do is, first of all, let's save this. So in the first example, we're going to add some borders. So I'm going to come over here to Module Settings, and then all you have to do is to click on Design and scroll down over here to Border. Okay. So what you want to do here is to add your custom size between these images. So as you can see, as I start dragging this, it's now adding sizes. And this is a much better way of doing it, because we can really dial in the exact same size we need. Now, it may seem like we have a little bit of a problem here because we have a gray between these images. So the best thing to do is to come over here and just click on transparency, and this will just show the color on the background that this is. Okay, so let's say this background was blue. This is what will show between the images. However, if you just want white between these images, all you have to do is to click the white color. So in this case, this works either way. And then this is where you can come over here and adjust the spacing. So as you can see here, you could go with 2 pixels, or you can just increase it to, however you want. So you can go as large as maybe even 24. Okay, and the beauty of this is also mobile friendly. So we can go in and view this in different screen sizes. Okay, so now that we have this is one way to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to drag it all down until we have no spaces there. Now the next stage, or the next way to do this, is to come over here to Advanced Custom CSS. So this is where you want to come over here to Gallery Item and add your CSS code. So this CSS code here just applies again, similar to what we did before with the borders, the space between the images. But again, the beauty of this is you can come over here and, make some adjustments. See, like here, you can reduce it to 1, 0.5, whatever it is. So this is another way of doing it. Now, once you've done this, the next stage now is to add some custom padding. So I'm going to come over here to spacing. So on your custom padding, you want to add 2 VW both to the top, right, bottom, and left, so that everything just matches very well. Okay, so I'm going to copy that as well. Notice that I'm using this triangle in this chain icon. So once I add it, this value gets added to both the left and the right, or top and bottom, whichever way I decide to do it. Okay, so now all my images are now balanced. Finally, what you want to do is to go to our row settings and add custom padding to the top and the bottom. So I'm going to come over here and click on spacing. And this time we just want to add 0 to the top and the bottom, like that. So this is the final result. All we have to do now is to save, and then we can just do a quick preview. All right, so that's our gallery there. We can see we've added a custom spacing between our images. So go ahead, give it a try, and see how it works for you. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.